Join me as I try to break down India's biggest budget announcement yet and see if I can make sense of all the numbers and plans. The wait is finally over, and India's government has unveiled its latest budget, which is being hailed as one of the most significant and far-reaching in recent years. With the economy facing numerous challenges, all eyes were on the government to see how they would address these issues and set a path forward for growth and development. India's economy is facing some tough times, with rising inflation, stubbornly high unemployment, and a massive infrastructure gap that's holding back progress. These issues have been plaguing the country for years, and it was clear that something needed to be done to get the economy back on track. The big question was, would this budget be enough to make a real difference? One of the key challenges facing India is its struggling agricultural sector. With millions of farmers still relying on outdated practices and lack of access to credit and technology, it's no wonder that this sector has been stagnant for so long. The government has promised to increase investment in agriculture, but will it be enough to make a real difference? Another major issue is the massive infrastructure gap that's holding back India's growth. With crumbling roads, inadequate public transport, and a lack of affordable housing, it's clear that something needs to be done to address these issues. In addition to these challenges, India is also struggling with rising unemployment, particularly among its young people. With millions of graduates entering the job market every year, it's clear that something needs to be done to create more opportunities and stimulate growth. The government has promised to increase investment in education and skills training, but will it be enough to make a real difference? The budget announcement has also been marked by controversy, with some critics arguing that it doesn't go far enough to address the country's underlying economic issues. With some big-ticket items, such as a major expansion of the national healthcare system, being announced, it's clear that the government is trying to make a big impact. But will it be enough to impress voters and get the economy back on track? One of the most exciting aspects of this budget is the major investment in renewable energy. With India committing to becoming a net-zero carbon emitter by 2050, it's clear that something needs to be done to rapidly increase the country's use of renewable energy. The government has promised to invest heavily in solar and wind power, as well as other forms of renewable energy, in a bid to reach this ambitious target. Another major aspect of the budget is the significant increase in funding for education. With India's education system still struggling to provide quality education to all its citizens, it's clear that something needs to be done to address this issue. The government has promised to increase investment in schools, universities, and vocational training programs, in a bid to create a more skilled and educated workforce. Furthermore, the budget has also announced a major overhaul of the country's tax system, aimed at simplifying the process and reducing the burden on businesses and individuals. With India's tax system notoriously complex and inefficient, it's clear that something needs to be done to make it easier for people to pay their taxes and for the government to collect revenue. In conclusion, this budget announcement has the potential to be a game-changer for India's economy. With major investments in key sectors, such as agriculture, infrastructure, and education, it's clear that the government is trying to address the country's underlying economic issues. Whether or not it will be enough to make a real difference remains to be seen, but one thing is for sure, this budget is a major step in the right direction. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to share your thoughts on this budget announcement in the comments below. If you want to stay up to date with all the latest news and analysis on current events, be sure to check out my other videos.